This week on Carolina All Out.
Right to your right there.
There, great. Woo! Sailfish over here. Bring to that side. Bring to that side. There, great. Woo!
This week, the All Out crew is headed to Manteo on Roanoke Island for an offshore trip with Bill Farrior, owner of the Jobsite, a 55-foot Viking Sportfisher. It's September, and the White Marlin and Sailfish bite is picking up, and the crew members of the Jobsite are anticipating another great time on the blue water. The morning is clear and the seas are calm, making the 60-mile ride out to the Gulf Stream a real treat. As the mates prepare the bait and the teasers for the spread, Bill monitors conditions and communicates with other boats. The Farrior family's love for fishing goes all the way back to Hugh Farrior, Bill's grandfather, and his father, Bill Sr., who at 81 still loves to ride out and enjoy the fishing. This tradition has been adopted by Bill Jr.'s wife Wendy and son William, who are now accomplished anglers, fishing in numerous tournaments, including the Big Rock Blue Marlin tournament, held in Morehead City, that attracts hundreds of boats, thousands of observers, and millions of dollars in prizes and donations.
We're about 50 miles northeast of Oregon Inlet, white marlin fishing, and pulling dink baits for white marlins, light tackle, stand-up tackle. We do have a couple larger baits in the water in case a blue marlin shows up. We have two teasers, one on the right side, a pink one with a mullet on it, and then on the left side, a green chain with a horse ballyhoo on it. And then we're also running two dredges, a ballyhoo dredge and a mullet dredge on the left side. So our dredges obviously are down about 8 to 10 feet below the surface of the water, and they're mimicking a bait ball. And that's what the fish are keying in on and circling up as the bait, so that they'll key in on those dredges, and a lot of times they'll follow those dredges up, and then they'll show themselves on our teasers, neither of which have hooks in them. It's all bait and switch, so they'll pop up on our teaser. If it works out like it should, you pull the teaser out of the way, get your flat line or your pitch bait over to it, and try to get him switched off the teaser onto your bait and get him hooked. In theory, that's how it's supposed to work. Pretty simple spread, pretty straightforward white marlin setup.
When we return,
Yeah, he's there, man, he's there. Come on, man. He's coming on you. Hold right there, man, hold right there. He's right on you, man, he's right on you.
Carolina All Out is brought to you by the North Carolina Wildlife Resources Commission. Go hunt, go fish, go wild. Carolina Cooker Cast Iron Cookware, a tradition born in the South. XGO, those who know wear XGO. Montgomery Community College, educating since 1967. Browning, the best there is. New Sports Shop, we've got the gear. And by Farms and Land Realty. Selling land is what we do. Don't go away, there's more Carolina All Out coming up.
So we're at the Henrico Boating Access Area on Lake Gaston in Northampton County. where we're doing a renovation project, taking out the old ramp and the old dock and putting in 2 new ramps, and eventually we'll be putting in a floating dock. So at this site, we're going to do the push slabs today. To put in a new ramp, we usually find a flat area on the site where we can pour the slabs and let them cure for 28 days if possible to harden. And then we use a bulldozer to push it in, and it slides down onto the grade that we want. And we just measure, make sure we reach the depths we're looking for, make sure we're in the right alignment for what works for that site. So our construction crew has pushed them down the aggregate ramps that they had prepared. We pushed in 36 feet today. They'll start forming up now for the next 26 feet, which will bring us to the top of the ramp. We have reinforcement that sticks out the first pour, and then when we form up the next ramps, this rebar goes into that next concrete and locks everything together real solid to really give a good grip for the ramps. And then once they get the next section of ramps in, they'll pour the abutment that goes in between them, and our floating docks go right down in between the 2 ramps. Projects like this at our boating access areas and public fishing areas come directly from vessel registration funds, which the Wildlife Resources gets here in North Carolina from the users that come in, register their vessels, and then come out and use these sites. And we use those funds in partnership with the Sportfish Restoration Program to fund all sorts of renovations at the boat ramps throughout the state.
For more information about these projects, go to ncwildlife.org.
So right now, just getting set out, we're about 50 miles northeast of Oregon Inlet, and we're fishing right on the continental shelf right now. We're in 138 fathoms, and it's dropping off quick. Most of the fish are caught somewhere between 50 and 100 fathoms, or on the other side of the continental shelf where it drops off pretty steep. The water temperature is 82.29, and it's just a real light current here. There's not much tide. We're fishing the Labrador current, not the Gulf Stream. So it's pushing down from the north, pushing to the southwest. The main thing we're looking for is bait, either on top or down below under the surface. And occasionally you will mark a marlin on your sounder. And obviously that's a good place to circle up. Come up, Ben, come up. Get that dredge up, get the dredge up. Right there, Ben, right there, right there. He's right behind you, Stu, he's on you. Stu, go the other way with your pole, other way with your pole. The left teaser. Yeah, he's there, Ben, he's there. Come up, Ben. He's coming on you, he's coming on you. Hold it right there, Ben, hold it right there. Get that dredge up, get that left dredge up. He's right on you, Ben, he's right on you. There you go. All right, hold that dredge right there. No. Is it tight? Yeah. All right, go that way. Left long down. Leave it in the pin and let's go underneath it. Get ready to go underneath Windy. Are you there, Brad? Yeah. All right, go underneath Windy. Pull the thread on up over here. Okay. You tight, Matt? All right. Let's go in and work on this double, guys. We're going to go ahead and try to catch these 2, get the lines in. There was some fish there. I think at least 2, if not 3 fish out there. Got 2 on right now. Hang them in the clips, guys. Leave that short rear hanging. So we're pretty sure they're white marlins, and got a double header on. Everything cleared and in the boat, hanging the teasers, and going to ease back on them, see if we can get them up here to the boat, get a tag in them.
When you are witnessing what's going on down on the deck and also what's happening up on the bridge, It looks like a lot of chaos, so to speak, but everybody knows they have a job. The mates down there know they have a job. The angler who's going to be picking up the rod has their job. The captain has his job. And so you have a lot of moving parts, but when they all come together and everybody's working together, it's a great time, and you can see the machine working to bring that fish in to the boat.
Forward. Forward. Now go over top. Switch corner.
Guys, let's see if y'all be easy with the leader and see if we can get them up close.
All right, you ease back on this one.
Keep your rod tip up, Matt.
Right to that side.
Right to your right there. Right
There, crank. Woo! Sailfish under here. Crank. Crank. Good, you can get that. Forward. Go down that corner. Alright, come on back.
Let's see if we can get Wendy's right here.
Crank.
Ready, Wendy?
Alright, that one's gone.
Alright, good job, Wendy. Y'all need these mats up here. Let's try to get time to go.
Carolina All Out is brought to you by the North Carolina Wildlife Resources Commission. Go hunt, go fish, go wild. Carolina Cooker Cast Iron Cookware, a tradition born in the South. XGO, those who know wear XGO. Montgomery Community College, educating since 1967. Browning, the best there is. New Sport Shop, we've got the gear. And by Farms and Land Realty, selling land is what we do. Don't go away, there's more Carolina All Out coming up.
Hey, I'm Zach Huggins with New Sport Shop here today to talk to you about some of our offshore products. When it comes to you big game fishermen, we got a wide selection of skirts, chains, and dredges such as island lures, fathom, and blue water candy. When it comes to rods, we've got you covered. We got pin rods, we got star rods, we have Shimano, and very much more to choose from as well. Anything that'll hold a Spanish mackerel all the way up to a blue marlin. We got our ballyhoo rigs here for our natural bait, and for the more toothy fish, we got a wide selection of steel leaders. For you guys who are ready to make the upgrade, we've got the Shimano Tiagers and the Penn International reels that'll hold almost 2,000 yards of line each one. Every offshore fisherman is going to need a natural selection of bait to go along with his teasers and chains and dredges too. Up in our bait freezer, we got a wide selection of ballyhoo all the way down to Spanish sardines and cigar minnows. As you can see, we'll have everything you need for your offshore fishing trip. Come on down and see us here at Kinston or Cedar Point, and we'll be happy to help you.
The All Out crew is 60 miles off the North Carolina shore aboard the Jobsite, and the crew is hooked into 2 Sailfish.
You should have him now. Come up behind him, Stu, with a tag. Ben, if you can walk forward a hair. All right, good. Way to go, guys. Woo! All right. Good job. Double header sailfish. Good job. Way to go, Wendy. Good, Matt. Way to hook.
Carolina All Out is brought to you by the North Carolina Wildlife Resources Commission. Go hunt, go fish, go wild. Carolina Cooker Cast Iron Cookware, a tradition born in the South. XGO, those who know wear XGO. Montgomery Community College, educating since 1967. Agri-Supply, since 1962. And by Browning Trail Cameras, faster, smaller, better. Don't go away, there's more Carolina All Out coming up.
Welcome back to Appetite for the Outdoors, brought to you by Carolina Cooker. I'm Chef Chad McIntyre. Today we're going to be doing a fantastic, easy dish, tuna ceviche. Tuna ceviche is a dish that you don't cook. What we're going to use some lime in the dish that's going to add acid, and the acid actually chemically cooks the ceviche. So technically it's a cooked dish, but it is best done with fresh, raw seafood. Real simple, just a couple ingredients in here. 1.5 pounds of blackfin, diced up, kind of a fairly small dice on this guy right here. Next we have some cilantro, about 1/4 cup of diced red onions. And then what I've done is I've taken a whole avocado, de-seeded it, and we make a couple little rib marks. This way you can scoop it out right into the bowl. Got about 1/2 tablespoon of fresh minced garlic. I'm gonna put in a heavy pinch of salt and then also some pepper. And then we're going to use the juice of an entire lime. So we're going to give it a good stir, kind of incorporate everything in. Serve this with some tortilla chips and a little extra lime, maybe some hot sauce for those who like it. Easy, quick, great dish when the weather's nice. And as always, it's great to catch wild fish, but it's even better incorporated into a fresh meal.
Getting close.
With 2 sailfish already on the board, the ocean yields yet another hookup for the job site. And Bill's wife, Wendy, is in the hot seat again.
All right, here we go, Wendy. Stay on him hard. Wendy. He's right there on top. Get ready to start backing up. There's your leader. Back her up. Back up, Wendy. Back up, Wendy. Back up. All right, we got it released. Let's get a tag in it. He was lazy. Just keep. Let's go ahead and push that drag up a little more. Help out. Good. Yeah. Got it. Yep. All right, good job.
It was a real treat to go offshore with Bill Farrior and his family and crew. It's awesome to be a part of the offshore scene, which makes North Carolina so great, and we'll be back. And next time, we're gonna be in the chair reeling in a fish. Watch out. Awesome.
Bad Daisy.